the previous highest number of blacks running on the Republican ticket was 24. So I think that you don't have a monolithic voting bloc. You have people that are successful business persons, military, professionals in the field of medicine or whatever that are stepping up and saying, you know, I really don't believe in these policies. Yeah, it's a great thing that you get your first black president, but I'm not into historical moments. I'm into my country, and I think that's what a lot of people are waking up to.
What do you think the top issue is right now? Certainly with your military background, you understand that we remain to have an enemy that is committed to destroying this country. Is that job number one as far as you're concerned?
Well, Brian, I think it's a twofold objective we have to have. And I boil it down like this. I tell people it's the fiscal security and it's the physical security of the American people. Fiscally, we've got to get back to transferring the wealth of the American people out of Washington, D.C., and get it back into their pockets so that we can truly have economic growth. The economic growth does not come from the public sector. And I believe that we need to look at our tax code. We need to reform that, get away from this progressive tax system. I believe in a flat tax first and foremost for our personal and corporate business. I think we ought to suspend payroll taxes. Capital gains, dividends, death tax should be eliminated. And I think those are the type of things that help to spur our economy. Right now, we see the public sector outpacing the private sector by 12%. We're on the road to being like Greece. And, you know, you're living out there in California. You see the fiscal situation, the economic situation there. But I think combined with that, also you have the physical security of the American people, protecting them from the enemy that we have with the radical Islamic terrorists, the jihadists, the extremists that are in our country. As a matter of fact, we just had the young man in Dallas, Texas, who pleaded guilty to trying to blow up a skyscraper there. He was a Jordanian illegal immigrant. And this whole thing that you see happening in Israel, Hamas is a terrorist organization. Hamas has in its charter the destruction of a sovereign state that we recognize as a state in 1948, and that is Israel. Hezbollah is a terrorist organization. And before Al-Qaeda, Hezbollah had enacted more terrorist attacks and more damage against the United States than any other group or organization. So I think that when you have people like, I think John Brennan or Brennan, who is the terrorist expert for the Obama administration, saying that terrorism is a state of mind and jihad is a legitimate tenet, when you have the Attorney General that is uncomfortable with combating and confronting this enemy, when you have a president that has completely changed the lexicon and has a national security strategy which has the military handing out daisies and bubble gum, we're in a lot of trouble.
You know, I've watched your speeches online. You're really a brilliant guy, a tremendous communicator.
Well, my wife would never agree to that.
you don't
never
use,
do.
Yeah, you don't use a teleprompter, and some of the speeches I've seen, which are very detailed, have not involved any notes, at least that I could see. I'm curious, had you not gone into the military, Alan West, what would you have done for a living? What would have been next on your list of things to do?
Well, I mean, I can't even think about that because I've been wearing a uniform since the 10th grade in high school ROTC. So, you know, I had a dad who really focused me on serving this country. And even my mother did 25 years civilian service with the Marine Corps headquarters in Atlanta, Georgia.
Wow.
So I was brought up around the military. And like I said, my brother served in Vietnam as a Marine. So, you know, when I graduated from high school, going to the University of Tennessee, I went straight to the ROTC program, and I wanted to serve as an officer in the Army. And that was it for me. So in the education I received, my bachelor's degree, the 2 master's degrees, has just really helped me to refine my education. And, you know, I have a thirst for knowledge. And I think that the most important thing about being a leader is to be able to articulate your message and to talk about the principles and ideas and be able to go back and understand history. And if you believe it, Brian, you don't need notes. You don't need teleprompters. I mean, it's who you are and it's in your heart.
Lieutenant Colonel Alan West, he's running for a congressional seat in Florida. Website and to help you out because we need you in Congress, sir.
Well,
the website is AlanWestForCongress.com. That's ALLEN AlanWestForCongress.com, correct?
That is correct. Or if you don't want to type that much, you can go to GoWest2010.com. It'll take you right there. And please visit our website, learn more about us. Share our website. Go to YouTube. We've got countless videos there. It seems that every time I go out and speak to people that there's a camera there, and people are really rallying to our message, not just here in Congressional District 22 in South Florida, but all across the country. And I'm just absolutely humbled by that. And I can't tell you how much I thank you for allowing me to share with your listening audience.
Excellent. Best of success to you, sir. I am even more proud to be an American when I meet great guys like you. I'm very serious about that.
Well, thanks, Brian. And, this is about our country, and we're going to turn this ship around and launch a new America.
Excellent. All the best to your family, sir. We'll talk with you soon.
Thanks, buddy. Take care now.